I've spent most of my life in prison. I was a prisoner of my fear and low self-esteem. Welcome back to the Darlene Loves show. These stories are dedicated to you to bring out the best in you so that you can live a life full of health, wealth, love, and joy so that you can be the Shero in your own story. In today's story, we're going to explore low self-esteem and how to increase your self-esteem. So by the end of this video, you will have higher self-esteem. And please subscribe so that we can stay in touch, be besties. Now on to our story. When I really had to confront my own low self-esteem was in 2011 when I found out that my husband at the time was in love with another woman. I think that was probably one of the most devastating moments of my life to hear, I love you, but I'm not in love with you anymore. I love you, but I'm not in love with you anymore. What I realized in that moment is that I had based my self-image on being a mother and a wife. What that was to me at the time was everything. Everything else I did was secondary. And the moment when he said, I love you, but I'm not in love with you anymore, I had to figure out who I was. Basically, I was questioning who I was. Looking at my world, I started to see what the outside looked like was ugly and dark, and I had to go to those dark places. I really felt this deep sadness and deep depression that came on. I lost 30 pounds in a month. I couldn't eat. I didn't feel like I was even worthy of eating. I felt so unworthy of living and of being anymore. And it took a lot of breaking through, like that image of the phoenix, of like the ashes, the burning, and just having to recreate who I was in that moment. I had to start over from zero. I kept hearing this voice tell me, if you just go within and you just stay present to all that is around you, then you will come out. You will come out on the other side. I did. I mean, it was painful. I lost a lot of weight. I knew I had to pick myself up and I had to get myself out of there. And when I moved here in 2013, it was this moment of, okay, this is new. I'm moving to a new place and I'm going to recreate myself. And this is what the journey is going to look like. It's just going to look like you showing up every day and you practicing creating yourself. Like really finding, those moments where I was in low self-esteem, I had to remember who I was, beyond the external appearances, beyond the experience of my outside world. I had to really recreate who I was from that inside world. I am Goddess Almighty, and what I wanted for myself, and who I wanted to be, and how I wanted to show up. How did I want to serve in the world? And I went down this path of like self-discovery of like these ups and downs. I am deep, unconditional love. That really changed something in me to the point where I've created this solid footing. I am acceptance in all things. And how I do that is through the daily practice of reminding myself who I am. I am universal source creator. Like the spiritual version of myself, if you might call it that. I know that I am infinite and unlimited. Trusting myself, trusting my intuition, trusting the way in which I know that I can create myself differently. I can bring out the best in me through how I view the world. I know nothing is truly real, including death and dying, and how I serve in that world while doing that. And that's something that any of us can do. We can create that relationship within ourselves. I am
deep, unconditional love.
We can create the relationship with ourselves that says, you are worthy, you are more than enough, you are the person that you really want to be, and you can create yourself that way.
I am Goddess Almighty. I am joy. I am universal source creator. I am the creator of all that I see, and all that I see is my creation. I am love.
I'm wishing that today's story really inspired you to bring out the best in you by remembering who you really are deep inside. You are important. You are a Shero. Please like, subscribe, and share your stories with me. Until next time, please subscribe so that we can really get to know one another. See you in the next video.